Listen up. I'm about to make you uncomfortable. In exactly 72 hours, yes, 3 days, your entire relationship with money could be completely different. Not next year, not next month, just 3 days. But here's the catch. You actually have to do it. And I know you won't. Why? Because 95% of people watching this will not do it, and will keep wondering why they're broke. I hope you're different. Welcome back to the channel where I teach the economics of your personal finance to help you achieve financial independence. And in this video, I'll show you how to reset and take control of your finances within the next 3 days only. So grab something to take notes, because you're about to learn something that could change your life and finances forever. But before we dive in, please do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I release new videos every week to help you achieve financial freedom. And here's a quick disclaimer. This video provides educational content only. It is not a substitute for professional advice. I'm not a financial advisor or CPA. Always consult qualified professionals for personalized advice specific to your situation. Now let's get started. Here's the painful truth. Your money problems aren't about money. I've seen people making $30,000 with better financial control than those making $150,000. Why? Because money is like water. If your bucket has holes, it doesn't matter how much you pour in. It's all leaking out anyway, for the next 72 hours, Friday evening to Monday morning. We're not learning complex investing or starting side hustles. We're doing something more important, fixing your leaking bucket. By Monday, you'll either have a system that works or you'll go back to complaining about money. The choice is yours. It's Friday evening, let's say 6 p.m. You just got home from work, or you just finished your day. Here's what most people do. They collapse on the couch and pretend money doesn't exist until Monday, but you're about to do something different, something that will feel uncomfortable. You're going to play detective with your own money, and trust me, what you find is going to shock you. So here's the game. Close your eyes right now. Seriously, close your eyes. Now tell me, how much money is in your bank account right now? Don't know? Exactly. Okay, here's the second question. How much did you spend this week? No idea? That's the problem. You're flying blind. It's like driving a car with your eyes closed and wondering why you keep crashing. But today that changes. Let me tell you about the subscription vampire. This little monster is probably sucking about $37 from your account right now, and you completely forgot about it. Maybe it's that gym membership you used twice. Maybe it's that streaming service you signed up for during a free trial 6 months ago. Maybe it's that app you thought was free. These things are like little vampires. Individually they're small, but together they're draining you dry. So here's your Friday night mission. 3 simple things. First, open your bank account app. Yes, I know it's scary, but do it anyway. Second, write down every single subscription you're paying for. Every single one. Third, cancel at least one thing tonight, not tomorrow. Tonight. Before you go to bed, you're going to kill one vampire. Just one. It'll feel good. Trust me. Wake up Saturday morning, grab your coffee. Today we're building something that sounds stupid but actually works. I call it the 3-jar revolution. Now you don't need actual jars. This isn't arts and crafts time, but your money needs homes. Not a home, but homes. Plural. Not one big messy pile where everything lives together like a bad roommate situation. Think about it like this. Imagine if all your clothes just lived in one giant pile on your floor. Your work clothes mixed with your gym clothes mixed with your pajamas. Would that work? Absolutely not. You'd probably show up to work in sweatpants. Your money is the same way. When everything lives in one place, you spend your rent money on pizza without even realizing it. Jar number 1. Must have. This is boring money. This is rent, electricity, food, car payment, insurance. The stuff that keeps you alive and not homeless. About 50 to 60% of your money goes here. I know that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. Because living costs money. Jar number 2. Nice to have. This is your fun money. Coffee shops, movies, that new video game, going out with friends. About 20 to 30% goes here. This jar is what makes life worth living. But here's the key. When this jar is empty, you stop. You don't borrow from the other jars. That's the whole point. Jar number 3, future you. This is for savings and emergencies. About 10 to 20% goes here. I can already hear you saying, but I don't have an extra 10% to save. Yes, you do. You're just spending it on subscription vampires and stuff. You don't remember buying, and you really don't need. Future you is going to thank you for this jar, or hate you for not having it. The choice is yours. Here's where reverse psychology comes in. Your brain is lying to you right now. It's saying, this sounds too simple. This can't possibly work. Real financial advice is complicated. You know why your brain says that? Because your brain is lazy and doesn't want to change. Complex sounds impressive. Simple sounds dumb. But guess what? Simple actually works. Complex just makes you feel smart while staying broke. Saturday afternoon, you've had lunch. Now it's time for the automation game. Because here's a secret. You can't trust yourself. I can't trust myself. Nobody can trust themselves with money. You know why? Because we're humans, and humans are terrible at discipline. But you know what's great at discipline? Robots, computers, automation. Now, if you have to think about moving money to savings, you won't do it. If you have to remember to pay bills, you'll forget. If you rely on willpower, you will fail. That's not an insult. That's just how humans work. So we're taking the human out of the equation. Set up 3 automatic transfers today. First, paycheck to bills, make it automatic. Second, paycheck to savings, make it automatic. Third, whatever is left over is your fun money. You can't mess this up because the system won't let you. It's like putting bumpers on a bowling lane. Sure, it's less exciting, but at least you're not throwing the ball into the other person's lane. Sunday morning, this is the mindset day. Because all the systems in the world won't work if your head isn't right. And most people's heads are completely wrong about money. You're probably carrying guilt about every financial mistake you've ever made. That $50 you wasted 5 years ago. That credit card you maxed out. That investment that went bad. You know what guilt does? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Guilt doesn't pay bills. Guilt doesn't build savings. Guilt just makes you feel bad. And when you feel bad, you spend money to feel better, which makes you feel more guilty. It's a stupid cycle, and it's time to stop. Today is day 0. Whatever happened before today doesn't matter. Did you make mistakes? Yes. So did everyone. Are you going to make more mistakes? Probably. But starting right now, you have a system. The past doesn't change. The future hasn't happened yet. All you have is today, and today you're starting fresh. Every Sunday, you're going to have a 5-minute money date. Not an hour. Not all day. 5 minutes. Set a timer. Check your 3 jars. Make sure everything is balanced. That's it. 5 minutes to make sure you're not driving off a cliff. Seems reasonable, right? What are you checking? 3 things. Are my jars balanced? Any weird charges I don't recognize? Did I actually save anything this week? If yes to the first and third, and no to the second, you're winning. Only 5 minutes. You spend more time scrolling social media while sitting on the toilet. So, spending only 5 minutes to straighten out your finances is well worth it. Sunday afternoon. Goal time, but not those ridiculous goals you've tried before. Not, I'm going to be a millionaire by next year. Not, I'm going to save $50,000. Those goals are for people who like feeling disappointed. We're setting a stupid simple goal, so simple it almost feels insulting. Save $500 in 3 months. That's it. Not $10,000, not $5,000, $500 only. You're probably thinking, but that's so small. Exactly. Know what's smaller? $0, which is what most people have saved. But $500 is a real emergency fund. It's a car repair. It's a medical bill. It's breathing room. Now let's do the math. $500 divided by 12 weeks is roughly $42 per week. $42 divided by 7 days is $6 per day. Only $6. That's what we're talking about. Are you saying you can't find $6 a day? Of course you absolutely can. You just haven't been looking. What costs $6 that you don't actually need? A fancy coffee, a snack at the gas station, that impulse purchase at the checkout line. I'm not saying never have these things. I'm saying be aware every day. You're choosing between I want this now and future me needs $500. Both choices are fine. Just make the choice on purpose. Sunday evening. Let's talk about the emergency fund, because this is where everything falls apart for most people. They're doing great, saving money, feeling good, and then boom, car breaks down, phone dies, medical bill arrives, and suddenly all that saving was for nothing because it's all gone. Here's a terrifying fact. About 60% of Americans can't handle a $1,000 emergency without going into debt. 6 out of 10 people. That means if 10 people are watching this video right now, 6 of them would be financially destroyed by a broken washing machine. That's insane. And you're not going to be one of them. Your first goal isn't actually $500 for fun. It's $1,000 for emergencies. That's your force field, your safety bubble. When life punches you in the face, and it will, you've got $1,000 to punch back. After you hit $1,000, then you can think about bigger goals. But first, the force field. Where does this money go? Somewhere boring, somewhere hard to reach, not in your regular checking account where you'll accidentally spend it. A separate savings account, one that takes 2 days to transfer from. Make it annoying to access. That's the point. Emergency money should be for emergencies, not for frivolities or fun, but real emergencies. It's Monday morning, hour 72. You did it, or you didn't. If you did, everything's different now. Not because you're rich, you're not, but because you're in control. You know where your money is. You have a system. You have a goal. You have a plan. What actually changed? You know where your money goes. You killed at least one subscription vampire. You separated your money into 3 jars. You automated your system. You set a real goal you can actually hit. And you did it all in 72 hours. Pretty good for one weekend. Now for some sarcasm. Are you rich yet? No. Will you be rich by Tuesday? No. Did you solve all your money problems forever? Definitely not. Is your life completely perfect now? Nope. But you know what you did? You stopped flying blind. You stopped pretending. You stopped letting money control you. Here's the real truth. Being rich is great and all. But you know what's better than being rich? Having control. Peace of mind. Knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. Not panicking when a bill arrives. Not avoiding your bank account. That's freedom. And you just got your first taste of it. This weekend started it. Next week continues it. Every week, you do your 5-minute Sunday check. Every month, you watch that emergency fund grow. Every time you get paid, the automation handles it. You don't have to think. You don't have to stress. Just don't mess with the system. But I don't make enough money to save anything. Oh yes, you do. You just haven't organized what you have. But I have too many bills. Then why are you paying for subscriptions you forgot about? But saving $6 a day won't make me rich. You're right. But $0 a day definitely won't either. So here's what people don't understand. More money won't fix a broken system. I've seen people get raises and end up more broke than before. You know why? Because they're trying to fill a bucket that has holes in it. More water doesn't help. Fix the bucket first. The real problem isn't your income. It's the leaks, the subscriptions, the impulse purchases, the lack of organization, the avoidance. Fix these first, then worry about making more money. Otherwise, you're just going to leak faster. Here's your challenge. Start this Friday. Actually start. Not, I'll think about it. Not, maybe next weekend. This Friday. Do the 72-hour reset. Then by Monday, come back and tell me how it went. Tell me what you found. Tell me what shocked you. Tell me if this strategy worked. Now let's recap the timeline. Friday evening, face the truth about where your money actually goes. Saturday, build your 3-jar system and automate everything. Sunday, fix your mindset and set your $500 goal. Monday, wake up as someone who controls their money instead of being controlled by it. So this is my promise to you. If you actually do this, not just watch this video, but actually do this, 72 hours from now, you'll feel different. Not rich, not perfect, but in control. And that feeling, that's worth more than the subscription vampires you're about to kill. If this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for weekly financial truth bombs that could liberate you from financial bondage. Don't waste this weekend like the last 50. Do something different. Fix your bucket. Reset your money life. And by Monday, you'll be in control. Remember, being broke is temporary. Staying broke is a choice. Choose wisely. See you next time.